Gonna be a quick one of me explaining how I'm going to set up my new client's account. So what he wants is SMS automation and voicemail marketing. So I'll show you how I'll build that and how I get it running for him. So I'm on his sub account. I'm going to go high level. And I'll go down to automations. So I'll show you what I had in place before. So he wanted my plan going into it was to use AI booking bots, but he let me know he didn't want them after I showed him, which is a bit inconvenient, but it wouldn't take that long to make. So this is the first SMS campaign. So it's gonna have the drip mode and then offer, and then once I've done that, it's gonna have if they've replied. So if their intent type is negative, then no, if the intent type is positive, sorry, it'll push to the. This just means add to new workflow. It's going to put them into the AI booking bots. That was the original plan. So I can show you how to build this as well. And then obviously, if they don't reply, it's going to be a follow-up message. And this looks complicated, but it's just repeating itself. So it's this section, then it's there, and then it's there. If that makes sense. So that was the plan originally, and then if they replied positively and they were interested, I would have pushed them onto this, which I've created. I'm not sure if I finished it, but so this is create opportunity. So this puts them into the pipeline. So this was just so I'd be able to track what's going on, what's happening. So that's going to be a message that I send out automatically. So it's going to be. This is a rough example, just so I knew what to say. So what day works best, and then it'd wait for a reply. If they did reply, it'll be a conversation AI bot that's in charge of booking, and then if the appointment was booked, it would change on the pipeline. Just so you know what's going on. And it's kind of similar to the other one where it was if they didn't reply, it would follow up and then wait, and then you see it just repeats itself another two times. It updates the opportunity, but he wants to reply manually, so we're going to leave that for now. We're not going to be using that. We are going to use this, but we're going to get rid of all of these. So we don't want him to have these contacts added into the AI bot because he wants to respond manually. So I told him to download the app on his phone. But the problem that I found was he'd be getting notifications for negative replies as well, obviously. So what I've done is, sorry. So what I've done is I've gone onto his personal settings on my sub account and said that he doesn't get any notifications for. There's a setting that says all notifications. I'll just show you actually. That's saved. So if I go on settings, I'm gonna have to blur his details out. If I go here on his settings, notification settings, that's where it is. So conversation notification, so notify for all new conversations and messages initiated with the account. So I've turned that off completely. And then notify when a conversation gets assigned to me. So I'm hoping that works. I need to test it with myself first on my sub account. But my plan is to assign the conversation to him once someone's replied positively. I'm not sure if that's gonna work, but if I can't work out, can someone let me know, please? Yeah, so I've just said so notifies conversations that's assigned to him, and I'm gonna make the workflow assigned to him when positive response. So actually, I'll do that now. So if we go back to automation, my little folder I've created for him, cold SMS outreach. So if the intent type is positive, yes, I'm gonna add. Do I do it here? Offer contact. What will happen when a contact replies? So let me run through this again. So I've got my offer there. It waits. Why can't I click this? Condition. Okay, so the intent type. Okay, so it waits for a response, and then if the intent type is positive or yes, that's what that means. So if it's a positive intent type, so if they want, oh yeah, I want to book a meeting, yeah, that sounds interesting, it'll push them forwards onto the yes branch. So now I'm gonna add assign to user. Hold on, let me see if there's any other options. Modify contact engagement, copy contact, contact. WhatsApp log, external call, book appointment, send review request, send internal notification. Okay. So I'm gonna do, where is it? Assign to user. I'm gonna do assign to user and select him. And what did that say? Only apply to unassigned contacts. We'll leave that for now because I'm not sure if that's going to be a problem, and I'll obviously repeat it a couple times. So and there we go. That's literally the workflow completed. So I've already made a post about how you create these, but obviously you can see this one and just copy it for what you're seeing. He also wants voicemail. He wants some voicemail automation, so that's automatic voicemails being sent out instead of calls, just so he gets a call back and not open. And I think that's everything for now.